Well, hello everyone, and welcome to a very, very, very special time here. So, as you know, we are getting very close to 100,000 subscribers, and I'm so excited for what is to come and the future of Am I Gardener. And so I really just wanted to basically count down the I just wanted to count down the the 100,000 subscribers with you, and we're going to essentially have an amazing giveaway as well after this. So once we hit 100,000 subscribers, we are going to I've got to change the title here and stuff like that, but let's see here. Let's title it 100,000 subscriber. What do we call it? It's 100,000 subscriber celebration. There we go. Celebration. Okay, celebration. Okay, cool. So, awesome. Okay, so we are going to wonderful. Okay, cool. So, okay, awesome. Hey, so we have 74 people live right now. This is just awesome. We're so blessed to have all of you, and this is something that we have really been waiting for a long time. And I can certainly say that Cindy, as well as I, am so excited for 100,000. So the deal is, once we hit 100,000 subscribers, we are going to do something very, very, very special. We're going to be giving away to 2 random people a greenhouse, a walk-in greenhouse, and not just any walk-in greenhouse. It's a large walk-in greenhouse, because we just really want to say thank you for your support. Regardless if you've been subscribed for 5 years or for 30 seconds, every subscriber matters to us, and the numbers really don't matter. What really matters is just having the support that you guys have shown for us. So I'm going to, Geneva wants a little bit of spotlight here, so I'm going to flip the camera around here, and there we go. Okay, there's your spotlight, Geneva. You're making a lot of noise. Making a lot of noise, young one. Making a lot of noise, young one. And there's the counter. We're only 6 away, 7 away. It fluctuates. So we're going to, like I said, we're just going to keep watching it, and we're going to see, kind of just how long it takes. I'm going to sit here till it hits 100,000, and hopefully Cindy will get out of the kitchen and stop doing her work, and she'll get over here as well, so that we can party together. So we're watching the counter. But what I really do want to also point out is that it really doesn't matter whether we had 1 subscriber or 100,000 subscribers or even 1 million subscribers. Every subscriber matters, and it really means more to me than anything to see the people that come out for this type of thing, and to see the friends that we've made and the relationships that we made. It's very fun. So so we're going to be doing a giveaway after we hit 100,000 subscribers as a thank you, and so we'll be doing so it's the greenhouse giveaway is going to be for US subscribers, and that's just because it's very, very, very expensive to ship. However, we will also be doing a gift card for anyone in the world, and that we thought that was kind of fair, just because 15 $20 gift cards, no one's gonna be disappointed with that. And anywhere in the world you can get your seeds or whatever you want from MIGardener.com, and so we thought that would be a really fair thing to do as well. So let's stream some questions while we're just waiting. If you will, what I really would like is just some favorite Am I Gardener moments. I would love to hear what you all have to say about your favorite Am I Gardener moments. I think it's something that a lot of people, you probably take it for granted, just leaving a comment or watching a video. But for me, that's what gets me up in the morning. That's what gets me excited, and that's what really makes me excited to put out more videos and to keep doing what I'm doing. And we had a Facebook live stream about I would say about maybe 30 minutes ago, 45 minutes ago or so. And one of the things that was brought up in that live stream was, how much I love doing this for the kids. I love doing this to show the younger generation that this is something that's fun. This is something that is it's exciting, and it's something that if there's no cheerleaders out there, that I'm your cheerleader. And so I think it's something that I think a lot of children, a lot of kids find interesting when they see someone my age doing this. And so we had a mom that sent us an email saying that, their 8-year-old is tapping maple trees now and is excited about gardening because of what I'm doing. And that to me is just so powerful. That is why I wake up in the morning to do what I do. And so I really, really, really appreciate that. So let's read some comments here coming in. If you want to say where you're gardening from, that'd be great too. I just gotta see where everyone's tuning in from. I think that's always interesting. So the Peeping Eggs from Manassas, Virginia. Hey, how's it going from Virginia? That's nice. Is it warm down there? We had a wonderfully warm day. It was 65, 70 degrees. It was remarkable. I actually got a sunburn. I'm not sure if you can see it. Where my glasses were, it's actually sunburned because I was out painting our shed. So that was a fun thing. Tony's gardening. How are the old seeds doing? Honey, do you want to grab her? Yeah. Please? Thank you. She's making a lot of noise. And I don't know how it's coming through on audio, but I'm sure they don't want to hear that. It's adorable for only so long. Anyway, sorry about that. If the audio is getting all crazy because Geneva was going nuts, I apologize. So Loveland, Colorado. Hey, how's it going from Loveland? What happened to the citrus trees you were growing? Those are still at my parents' house because we moved when it was cooler, and so obviously cold weather, isn't great to move citrus trees in. So we had to leave them there for now. But in the springtime, we're going to bring them back over here and put them outside. They won't even notice a difference. And then when it gets cooler, we're going to slowly progress them inside, and then they won't notice a difference here either. They're just going to acclimate to our house, and it's going to be wonderful. So here, I'll turn the camera around here so you can see. There we go. Only 5 away now. It is getting close. It's getting so close. And so we are really, really getting close. Oh my gosh. I have been so excited. It's been one of these things that, like I said, you don't look for that 100,000, you don't look for that million or whatever. You just look for the next one. And if one person subscribes, that is a gardener. That's a gardener's life that we're improving. That's someone that we're giving good information to, and that's someone that is just sharing in this wonderful topic of gardening. So I am so excited for what is to come, and so now we're getting real close. So we're just going to keep it on the counter here because it could happen anytime now. So I am so excited. This is exciting. Cindy, 2 away. Get over here. 2 away. Come on, get over here. Seriously, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. You've been in the kitchen just doing stuff. Come on, let's share in this moment. Let's share this moment. You've been a part of the MI Gardener. She's been a part of the MI Gardener crew for how long? How long? Too long.
2013.
Yeah,
14.
So long. You should be a part of this. You should be sitting right next to us watching this thing. I mean, you made this happen.
Just the chores don't make themselves.
So, yeah, so we are 2 away, and oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I can't even believe this is happening. I can't even believe this is happening.
Any comments? Ooh, 99999.
Hey! Yeah! Woo! I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. This has been a real exciting thing because This has been 6 years. This has been there you go. This has been 6.5 years in the making, and there you go. So this has been 6.5 years in the making, and I really have no words to say, but thank you. Whoa, a little personal. So I know I really do mean it. It means more to me than anything. To see people come out to give us the support that you have, and so like when we put money into a greenhouse giveaway, or we put money into gift cards that we give out, that is just, I mean, you can't even think of the price tag that is put on the emails that we get and the letters that we get. It's just it's so awesome. But I really just wanted to share in that moment with you. We're actually going to get off of live stream before long because we're actually going to go film the giveaway and get that up so that all of you can enter. So we're going to be doing like I said, 2 walk-in greenhouses for 2 random people in the United States. And then we're also going to do a giveaway for a $50 gift card for anyone in the world to win. So you can be in the United States or in the world, and that way it's just a way of us saying thank you to everyone, because the greenhouse, it was more to ship it out of the United States than the actual cost of the greenhouse itself. So we couldn't do that. It would have broken the bank. But so, and I want to thank all of you. I mean, you made it possible. We upload the videos. You decide if they're awesome. You decide if they're worth sharing. So I can't say thank you enough. It really, really means a lot to me. And I know, Cindy, it means a lot to you as well. Yes. What do you have to say?
Well, that we're really excited to set this milestone, because it just means we have a bigger garden community to speak to and more people to share information to. So we're really appreciative for you guys just putting your time and faith into watching our videos, our content, and hearing all of the knowledge Luke has, because I know
someone wants me to they're saying kiss your wife.
Oh.
Love you. So so we really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Honestly, I words aren't really coming to me. They might come to me in like 5 minutes, but I mean, it really has been an absolute journey. It's something that I never really thought would be attainable. I mean, when you think about gardening, and a lot of you know kind of the hardships that I went through with this, this whole thing. I mean, I started this when I was in high school, and I did it all the way through college. I drove home on the weekends. Mom, Dad, I know you're probably watching, and thank you for your support. I don't really know what to say. I mean, for content creators like myself, 100,000 is a massive milestone. I mean, there's 5 times more people subscribed to me than live in the town we live in. Mm-hmm. I mean, I can't even put that into words. When you walk into a hardware store and someone sees the shirt that you're wearing and tells you that they like your videos, I mean, that just, it's moving. But I think the biggest thing, like I was touching on earlier, kind of now that I can actually talk and not be so worried about the counter, is that when I was going through high school, and I hope there's a lot of kids watching, I hope there's a lot of parents watching that have kids, because when I was going through high school, it was a real rough time, kind of being in my shoes, because no one really thought it was very cool, not even teachers. I had one teacher, Mr. Mon, and he thought it was the coolest thing in the world, and so he really got me to keep going when the going got tough, and that kind of happened in the junior and senior year of high school, and it was real rough. It was really rough. But to put things lightly, even my English language arts teacher, she almost failed me because we had to write a final essay on where we thought we were going to be in 5 years after graduation. And I told her that I was going to work full-time with YouTube and just becoming a professional gardener to show people how to garden. And when I was speaking to the class, for a high schooler to hear your classmates snickering, to hear people, just kind of sneering and snickering, that's real rough. But then when you actually get the paperback and it says "See me" on it, that's never a good sign. And so I went and talked to the teacher afterwards, and she had given me a C- on the paper, and she told me it was because she didn't think YouTube or being a professional gardener was a valid life decision. And I told her, I said, it's one of those things. I mean, it's what I choose to do. It's, you asked us where we think we're going to be in 5 years, and a lot of kids, one kid even said he wanted to be a professional video game player, and she didn't tell him anything. She didn't pull him aside, and everyone's doing their own thing. And it was so demoralizing for me to be laughed at and mocked for what I wanted to do. And so what I have to say is that if there are any young kids out there, like, I do this for you. I do this for you to get excited about something, to know that you have a cheerleader out here that is rooting you on every single day. That I want you to keep following your passion, because your passion leads you and success follows. I always say that. I live by that mantra every single day, that if you live by your passion, you'll find success somewhere. And I have found that to be true so much with this, and everything that I have ever done has been just to be there for people that are trying to learn how to grow a garden, to make it fun for people to grow a garden, to eliminate people's failures through my failures and my desires to further my garden and myself. And that's why we got the term "grow big or go home." I'm always improving myself. I'm always improving my garden. And so if I can be a role model for people, it's certainly better than some of the stuff that's out there for high schoolers. And I told this mom, in closing, I told this mom that, your son is watching because he enjoys it, but it means more to me knowing that he's watching me and getting excited about gardening than anything, because I know that if he gets excited about gardening, it's what really kept me away from drugs and alcohol and just really bad things that tend to pull kids away and ruin their I guess their progression through young adulthood. And I know I've had so many people that I've seen just they just took the wrong path, and the wrong path kept taking them further away from where they should have been. And I always hear people say, Luke, you turned out all right. You turned out all right. You were a little weird, but you turned out all right, in a nice way. And so I'm just happy to know that this kid is taking the same path, that he's following his passion, and regardless of what people say, it's certainly better. I'd rather see 1,000 kids addicted to gardening than 1,000 kids addicted to drugs or alcohol. And that's just, it's so important to me, because it was something that I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it growing up. So anyways, well, I hope you all had a wonderful evening, and I hope you all have enjoyed our channel from the very beginning. I want to give a big thank you to Cindy. Nothing that I have would be possible without her, and I mean,
all you.
I mean that,
No.
I really do. I really mean that. When I was debating quitting the channel, I remember I was just going through, I didn't get accepted into the college that I wanted, and my grades were terrible.
Funny.
It's so important to me that you told me that I still had it. When I wanted to quit, you told me that it was important, and you kept pushing for that potential that you've always seen in me. And I think a lot of you saw that in me as well. And I just find so much joy in waking up every single day. Gosh. I find so much joy every single day waking up, knowing that I am helping people. I told you, I said, I never said we're going to be millionaires. I never said we're going to be, living in like a big city in a big house. But I did promise you that we're going to have fun along the way. And that just meant so much to me, and to see so many people write in, and to see so many people, I've had people say that their marriage has been improved. I've had people say that their marriage has been saved because of gardening. I've heard of people saying that they've got away from being addicted to drugs because of our channel. And I can't even begin to put that into words. And all of that would have been wiped away if it was not for Cindy and her persistence, to keep pushing me for what I never really saw when I was going through hard times. And she's the reason why we have such a good intro. She's the reason why I don't have the dancing tomato plant anymore. She's the reason why our website looks so good. If you love the way the website looks, thank this lady. Thank this girl.
That I find very admirable about my husband, Luke, is that he is the kind of person that he doesn't care if it's not 100% perfect. He'll just go ahead and run with it. So if he wants to sell anything or thinks of a creative idea or wants to start a side business, he does not let anything stop him. He just goes out and do it. And I think a lot of people who are, even myself, I get really cold feet in doing things, but he'll just do it. And you guys can learn from him to just do it. Exactly how Nike says, just go ahead and do it. Whatever you are planning to do later on, just why not now and just start doing it. And doesn't have to be all perfect or anything, because you'll definitely learn by trial and error. Because even though I've created things that I thought were perfect, then I learned they're not. So
I'm a mess.
No. So yeah. So yeah. I mean, and if you are parents, one of the biggest things that has helped me become a very centered person, to not be around bad influences, is just to listen and see who your kids' friends are, because they really do shape a lot in how they see themselves and how they put goals for themselves as well. So I don't know. Luke's a good point to. Luke is a very, very hardworking person, and that I admire him for doing so. I'm glad you didn't give up, honey.
I'm glad I didn't give up either. I'm pretty sure a lot of you are glad we didn't give up either. And it's one of those things that I'm really, really excited for the future. I'm really excited for what's to come. And I know how much you're really looking forward to this. But we have a couple things that we're really excited about that I want to unveil to all of you. And I know we're now up to 110 people watching. So this is for everyone. We are going to be doing a lot of series this year. So we're going to be doing a series on growing your own bread from start to finish. We're going to do we're going to do, that's what live, and you can't edit that one out. So we're going to be doing a video on growing your own bread from start to finish. We're going to do a video on growing your own rice. We're going to make our own rice field in our backyard. And we're going to show you how to do it using just really inexpensive...
See, the things he comes up with, I'm like, I guess. Yeah. So I just kind of go with the flow. I mean, I kind of learned not to really say no, kind of.
Yeah, just go with it. But no, so we're going to show you all how to make your own rice field at home and grow your own rice. We're also going to do one of the most exciting things that I'm most excited about is the Back to Basics series. It is something that so many people have asked for, and I mean so many people have asked for Cindy.
And apparently I'm staring.
Cindy is going to be learning the basics of gardening, because what's one thing that you've always told me, that you, I mean, obviously I'm kind of leading this as a leading question, but I mean, what's one thing that you've always wanted to learn how to do, when it comes to just using skills?
Well, see, I'm the kind of person that I'm more of someone's muscle. If someone has the brains, I'll go ahead and just do it. Tell me what to do and I'll go ahead and do it. But the thing is, I'm not someone who retains a lot of information, because my forte is visuals and arts and doing things and making them nice and perfecting them. So I've always told, I don't feel like we've ever just kind of slowed down where I can really take it in the information and just see it visually for myself. I know he has hundreds of videos and tutorials, but I would really like to just see everything and just get my hands on doing stuff, because I really think you get a different feel in learning. You can watch all the videos you want, but not until you start actually doing it do you really begin to retain it, because you have that association. Well, for me, I'll have that connection, with doing the thing and applying the information. So that's something I've always been looking forward to doing. And we were in a long distance relationship for the longest of time, so it was always very we had to do this and this, and we never really slowed down. So I would really like to just kind of like learn as a blank canvas about it. So
yeah, so that's really what the Back to Basics series is going to be all about. It's going to be me walking Cindy through the basics. We're going to cover everything. I mean, we're going to cover seed starting. We're going to cover pot choices, whether it's plastic or peat pots or peat pellets or things like that. We're gonna cover all that. We're going to cover potting soil versus seed starting medium. We're going to go in depth into that. These are going to be episodes that are like 3 to 5 minutes long, but they're going to be really, really information rich and not broad, because one thing that I've noticed is that when you have a topic, the more broad you get, the more you have to cover and the more you end up missing. And so we're really going to just be very precise and pinpoint and make sure that Mrs. M.I. Gardner does not miss anything when it comes to gardening, because it's a skill, and it truly is a skill. I can tell you, my mom's been gardening her entire life, and sorry, Mom, if you're watching, you got to improve your green thumb a little bit. It's one of those things where she'll call me and ask me, and I'll just be like, look, I thought you knew this. It's a skill, and if you never learn that skill, or you never perfect that skill or work on that skill, you're going to lose that skill. And that's why it's really important with anything. You'll find that if you leave it for a long period of time and come back, you will have missed and forgotten, and that skill is lost. And so that's why, for me, it's a yearly thing. Every year, I basically I reassess where I'm at, and I kind of write down the things that I know. And you want to grab her? I think a lot of people want to see her. The Back to Basics series is just going to be so much fun. We are going to just really hit it off, and I am so excited. So we are looking for ideas. We are looking for ideas from you for things you'd like to see, things that can be really easily broken down. I know we're going to do things like hardening off. What is hardening off your seedlings? We're going to go through plant diseases. So identifying plant diseases when seed starting, identifying plant diseases when gardening. We're going to look at when it's time to when is time to transplant. We're going to look at what to do with root-bound plants. There's just so many things that can be covered and talked about in these episodes, and I know a lot of people will take information home from that. Another thing that we're going to be doing is a lot more growing guides, and I mean a lot more growing guides. You all have asked for it, and when you ask for something, we will make it happen. And so one of those things has been growing guides. And so we've been really kind of broad with our growing guides. Like, for instance, it was like corn or beans or carrots. But we're going to get into more specific plants now. So for instance, we did basil. But we're really going to start delving into kind of like one-of-a-kind plants. So we'll be doing like how to grow mint, how to grow, I know we did lemongrass before, but we'll be doing how to grow parsley, how to grow catnip, how to grow lavender. You know, like these plants that they don't have a real broad, they don't have a lot of varieties. You know what I mean? Like tomatoes, it's just, I mean, any one of your tomatoes will apply. And it's just, when you get down to like variety specific stuff like lavender, I mean, there's not a whole lot going around. It's lavender, you know, or it's mint. And so there's a few varieties, but there's not much in it. And so we're really just going to hone into those and talk about those. And so the growing guides we're really excited about, and we're going to be doing things like we're going to be doing things like
Geneva, look. Who's over there? No, over here.
There's Geneva.
What's going on? Who's that? Is that you? What? Are you watching yourself?
But no, I mean, there's a lot to cover, so I'm not going to talk about them all. But we're very, very, very excited about. That's an interesting face. Never seen that one.
She's been doing that. Quick. Geneva. Geneva.
She's such a goofball. Goofball of joy. But we're going to be doing things like that, and we're also going to be doing different videos on what type of watering instruments are good for what stages. So like a lot of people just go directly to the watering can, but a watering can is not as good as like a water diffuser. So we're going to talk about different watering methods and what stage those are good for. And some watering methods that a lot of people use that are never good for any stage. So we're going to talk about those things. I'm really, really excited to walk you through it. Are you excited?
I'm excited. I'm just nervous.
Oh, no, there's nothing to be nervous about. We'll just edit everything out. No, we'll edit all the fear out. So
we've been Geneva bombed. Geneva, what did you want to say? Raspberry?
So
he's having a blast seeing you guys.
So one thing that I want to do before ending is I really do want to see even a couple things that were your favorite MI Gardner moments. I love hearing about those. I just want to hear a couple, just a few that I just want to read. Just some favorite MI Gardner moments. It can be anything. Another thing that I also want to do is extend an opportunity for you to ask a question that doesn't pertain to gardening in general, just something that pertains to Cindy or I, like not necessarily a personal question, but not so personal, like something that you want to know about us that you might not know. And so, so we are just really, really, we're really interested in hearing those questions and seeing those things that you're excited about. Ashley Pompolona says, winter compost. Thank you. I'm glad you liked that episode. We really had a lot of fun filming that one. And it's the simple ones that are really fun. Green Gables Homestead on the road to Virginia to help the homeowner set up a garden. Whoa, these are coming. Anne Sansone, favorite moment, the asparagus, the 50-year-old asparagus on the beach. That was a fun one. And the asparagus, by the way, is still thriving and doing well. Joseph Koo, when did you guys get into gardening? Well, I got into gardening by kind of default. By the time I could walk, I was like Geneva's age. And I was out in the garden because my mom, she loved to garden. She was part of our town had like a local gardening club, and we actually had a real historic house that had just stunning gardens attached to it. And so she was kind of almost obligated to maintain those gardens with more flowers than anything. And so she had me out there, from, like I said, from Geneva's age, because she couldn't work in the garden and watch me in the house. So she brought me outside, and so I was out there by default. But when I really started gardening was around age 5, when she gave me a tomato plant to take care of. And if there's any parents out there that are watching, get your kids involved by starting them off with like a tomato. Let them grow one thing that they can see grow from the very beginning. And I can tell you, it does wonders for child development. It teaches them patience. It teaches them discipline. It teaches them, about where real food comes from. Tongue twister. It teaches them so many things that are so vital. And so I thank my mom a lot for doing that. And so that's what got me into gardening. What about you, Cindy? When did you start gardening?
Well, not really until a little bit before I met you.
Well,
in 2013 or so, I just got a genuine interest. For the longest time, we didn't have space at my house at my parents' home to garden or such. And by the time we did have the space, I had left for college, and college where I went was not anywhere near where I could grow or anything. But I was eating more of a plant-based diet, so I thought, hey, it'd be a nice idea to start growing my own food so I can get more nutriently dense food. So, because I checked out John Kohler from Growing Your Greens, and then I also had checked out Luke's channel, obviously, and I think those have been the only 2 gardening channels that at that time I was looking into. So that's how I kind of got started.
Another question here. Talk about your trifecta birth. So we actually have a video on that. If you're interested in knowing how we came up with trifecta, that's a little bit of a long one for today. Not necessarily that I don't want to talk about it. It's just it takes a long time to talk about it. So we filmed a whole video about trifecta. That's a great story. You know what? I'll give you the short version, the very short version. So when I was gardening, I was looking for a fertilizer that had fast release and slow release nutrients, because I was either using something that worked really fast and then basically burnt out and left my plants needing more, or I was using something that was slow release that it really wasn't taking hold, and it really wasn't giving me the results that I needed to give my plants the jump start that I was looking for, because in Michigan, timing is everything. So I set out to formulate that, and I also wanted something that was going to feed the soil, because I didn't just want to feed my plants, I wanted to feed the soil, so that over time I was having healthier and healthier soil. And so what I did was I just kept combining. I just kept taking different mixtures of things like blood meal and bone meal and gypsum and sulfur and lime and feather meal and the list goes on and on. I was just mixing the ratios, and so I finally came up with a very perfect. I would be so hard pressed if it was not perfect. We've never seen better results, and I messed with the ratios further and found out that the results got worse. So I pretty much went back to that one and said, look, they can't get any better than this. So and that took about 4.5 years to formulate, and then that became Trifecta, because it worked on everything. It worked on fruit trees, it worked on annuals, it worked on perennials. My mom would throw it in her flower pots. And Cindy, flower pots?
Yes.
What about them? When my mom threw the Trifecta in the flower pots?
Oh yeah, there's a before and after picture on Emma Gardner.
Somewhere on Facebook is a before and after shot of our flower pots my mom threw them in. Just insane, the growth that was had. We compared it against other fertilizers. Just didn't even say, nothing stood a chance. And so we knew we were onto something, and that is the perfect ratio of fast-acting, slow-release micronutrients, so like trace minerals, beneficial bacteria, and beneficial fungi. They all work together symbiotically to create just an incredible fertilizer and plant food and soil amendment all in one that you just can't find anywhere. Little Cougar says the overgrown cottage garden was their favorite. That was a really fun one. It wasn't fun, but it was also fun. It was fun to see the negative repercussions of not weeding and not being up there, but it was also a blast because we were able to find a lot of produce, even though the stuff was all overgrown. Linda Pipple says that was amazing. I love herb growing videos. So we're gonna have lots of those, Linda. Lots of herb growing videos. Like I said, we're gonna do stuff on parsley and cilantro and mint and oregano and did I say dill already? I don't even know. Dill, if I haven't said it already. So we're gonna do videos on all of those, on how to grow them from start to finish, complete growing guides. I know how much you love those, and we really want to give you guys what you love, as well as maybe bring some stuff that you don't know you love, but turns out you love it. Anyways, we're gonna answer just 2 more questions, and then we're gonna get off because we have to do a quick filming for the giveaway that we're going to upload, and I don't think we'll probably move. I think we'll probably just film it right on our phone and upload it. But we just want to be able to give everyone an opportunity to enter the giveaway. So that's why we're not going to give any specifics on how you enter just yet. It's gonna be awesome though. So stay tuned for it. It's gonna be after this live stream. We're gonna have it up at some point tonight. Kimberly Hamilton, borage. Yes, we will have a growing guide on borage. To be honest, you don't need a growing guide for borage, but we'll give you a growing guide on borage. It pretty much grows like a weed and takes over like crazy. So yeah. Let's see here. Probably stalking you. That's interesting. Good channel name. My band is going to play at the Rising Sun Rock Festival. Come visit sometime. We'll visit sometime. I don't know where that is, but we'll visit sometime. I can't promise when. Hello from Hungary. Hello.
What time is it over there?
What time is it in Hungary? I'm getting hungry. Fruit trees. Are you doing any? Yes, we're going to have a small home orchard here at the house. We also have the fruit trees at the cottage garden. We're going to be not doing bare root fruit trees this year. We're going to be doing all potted fruit trees from our local nursery. It's just the way to go. It really is. So we're going to be doing a little home orchard. We're going to have apples and pears, peaches, and then a bunch of fruit bushes. Like we're going to have gooseberries. We're going to have currants, raspberries, blackberries, blueberries, and marionberries for our little home orchard, as well as strawberries. And then I got a little eyebrow confirmation. I got a little eyebrow confirmation from Cindy, as in like I like how that sounds. So we're gonna be doing that, and then also I think we might also do. Someone wanted to see a service berry, so I think I'm going to look up how to get service berries here because they are apparently quite delicious. I've never had one, but we're going to try growing one here because a lot of you have wanted to see that. Also another thing that we're going to try growing are cranberries. A lot of you have been wanting to see how to grow cranberries. We're going to get a cranberry bush and grow cranberries. What you don't know, or what you might not know, is that you don't need a bog to grow cranberries. The only reason why they grow them in a bog is so they can flood it with water and then jostle it with their harvesting tools, and the cranberries float. It makes harvesting much, much easier, but you can grow them in just plain soil. So you do not need anything special to grow cranberries. Gooseberries are lovely. They are awesome. They're like a bigger version of a currant. All right, one more. So this doesn't really count. Susan Sullivan, how long have y'all been on? Well, we have been on since 2011. So it's been a long time. 6 whole years. 6 years. It's just mind-boggling how long we've been at this. So yeah, it's just a long time. Let's see here. Okay, so one more question. Make it a good one, and then we're gonna get off and film the the giveaway video that I know all of you have been looking forward to. So I really do want to thank you again. You know, while the good questions coming in, while we're waiting for the good question, I just want to thank you all again. As far as goji berries go, gojis are this is to answer Carrie or Kari. Goji berries are they're actually not that difficult. We actually have a complete growing guide on goji berries. You should check it out. They do so well. I mean, they grow like weeds, at least here. Let's see here. Portuguese pepper. Did you mail my seeds? Maybe. Send us an email. We'll get with you.
Yes. Send us your order number.
Thank you all, by the way. Not a promotion. This is not the time for that, but we really want to appreciate all of your support as well for the seed store. When you guys support the seed store, it allows us to have a little bit extra in the budget to do fun things like what we're going to do with this giveaway. We've been saving up for quite a while to do the greenhouse giveaway as well as the $50 gift card giveaway, and so really excited for that. And it's all because of your support. And we have been absolutely swamped because of the last video that we filmed, and I really appreciate that. I mean, that's why I filmed it, to allow people to see just how awesome we are at what we do, which is provide 99-cent heirloom seeds. So again, go check out that video if you've not yet already. It's worth watching. Okay, question. Let's see here. Do you have a guide on growing an avocado tree? No, we don't, unfortunately. I would love to try to grow an avocado, so maybe in the future we will. Man. Oh, good question. Okay, this is the question we'll end on. Cheyenne McLeod. Cheyenne. You know who I'm talking to.
Cheyenne.
How are you involving your baby with gardening at an early age? So one thing that I am going to be very firm on is getting her out. Where currently at her stage, it's based. She has these necessities, and other than that, she could give two hoots less. She's not yet in the curiosity stage. It's more just trying to figure out who's gonna feed her, when they're gonna feed her, who's gonna change her diaper, who's gonna put her down to sleep, and that's about it. But she is rapidly coming into the stage of curiosity, which she starts to learn her motor skills, and her brain starts developing to where she can, she might look at a flower and think, ooh, what is that? And so we're going to walk her around the garden, and we're going to point out things. And so yes, you want to point things out and say what they are. So ooh, look at, do you see the flower? Do you see the flower? And repeat things. Repetitiveness helps. So we're going to do that. We're also going to do a lot of tactile stuff. So the children at this age love to feel different textures. So we might have her feel a large leaf on a squash, or a soft fuzzy leaf of a lamb's ear, or not a real. I mean, like the lamb's ear plant. We might have her feel like the prickliness of a borage, the smoothness of a cucumber, or the smoothness of an eggplant, the softness of a tomato. And if she mutilates it, she mutilates it. That's the thing that I think is also different from us, is that, we're going to be growing so much food that we're going to pretty much dedicate a little bit of everything to kind of guaranteed get mutilated, because at that age she doesn't know she's ruining something. Like, for instance, a couple videos ago, maybe it might have been on Facebook, maybe it might have been on YouTube, I don't know, but we were letting her feel the bean plants downstairs, and she's kind of got these like claws. When she grips onto something, they don't let go. Nearly ripped it out of the ground. Had I foreseen that, I probably would not have let her grab it. But we're going to dedicate some plants, not necessarily like whole plants, but plants to where, like, if she rips up a leaf, she rips up a leaf. You know what I mean? Letting kids actually learn cause and effect. Like, oh, if I grip this leaf and I rip it, it's going to get ripped. And then you tell them, oh no, like you give them a positive constructive, not constructive criticism, but you
reinforcing it.
yeah, you reinforce that it's not good to rip up a plant. But in the process, she's learning about how it feels, how it smells, and just getting her out in the dirt. Because my parents always said, a little dirt never hurt. A lot of you probably heard that. I ate tablespoons of dirt when I was a kid. Not necessarily going to be the case with Geneva. I won't willingly let her eat tablespoons. But what you don't see, you don't know. So I'll let her eat tablespoons of dirt on her own. And it's one of those things. It just builds up your immune system, right? Makes you a little hardier. So it's going to be fun.
We're going to get chickens too, guys. We think so, yeah.
Yeah, so development on that.
And we might actually have someone who has written books on chickens and chicken coops and such like that. Do a guest blog post, so keep your eyes up for that. Right? I think so.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to have bombshell on the last note there. So for everyone that's been asking us to get chickens, I checked with our municipal, not courthouse, but like our city building, and I looked for anything about keeping chickens, and they pretty much said that the Right to Farm Act protects us. Since we're within the city limits, we can only have up to 5 chickens. None can be roosters. They all have to be hens. And so, I'm all for it. I think everything is fine. I'm going to call, as it gets closer to spring, I'm going to call just to verify. But I think if all happens well, we're going to have chickens, which is going to be wonderful. And we're going to show you how to keep chickens on the cheap. And you'll be able to learn and grow with us. We're going to have, I think, probably 3. I don't think more than 3. In the space that we have kind of designated, and the space that I've seen for chickens, we couldn't do more than 3 comfortably. And comfortably is the key. So we don't need to cram them. We don't need that many eggs. So if we get eggs, it's a bonus. But it's just going to be a fun thing to be able to use their manure to fertilize the garden. They're going to be able to eat bugs that we're going to feed them, and they'll eat kitchen scraps as well as like scraps around the garden. And it'll be wonderful stuff to learn about, and kind of bring in that whole closed circuit gardening. So anyway, so we are going to go film the giveaway now. You guys keep stalling us with good questions and fun stuff. So
we don't want to say bye.
So we love you guys so much. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for 100,000 subscribers. And here's to the next 100,000. Here's to the next million. Who knows? The sky's the limit. We're going to keep going. And we're together on this one. So, honey, thank you. Love you. Thank you. We love you. I won't kiss you, though. Don't worry. So we will talk to you all later. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you on the next episode. Grow big or go home, guys. Bye.